Yeah, so this video is going to be about kind of things that I do to cleanse my emotional and my spiritual state. This past year has been difficult for a lot of reasons. Not only, the global pandemic that's been happening, that's changed the way that we interact with people and that we do things, but just in my life, there's been a lot going on. I've had a lot of stress, a lot of kind of emotional upheaval. But I feel like I'm definitely moving into a more positive space. And it's definitely been like manifesting itself and coming out in the past couple of months. And last week, I was just kind of fed up with the stale energy that was in my home. So I decided to kind of do some things to cleanse it. And I feel like it's just much more positive in here. It's just a lighter energy. I'm more motivated to do things. So I'm going to share with you some of the things that I do, and then I'll talk a little bit about some of the things that I do for like my own like self-actualization and affirmations and things like that. So I'll just go ahead and get started. But the first thing that I think you should do when trying to kind of cleanse your space and change the energy is clean it. So declutter, organize, deep clean, like dust everything, mop, just clean your space, and it's really going to help you feel a lot more centered. The second thing I would say is to open up your windows. You have no idea how beneficial it is to get fresh air into your house. I did this last week and it was like freezing cold here, but I didn't care. I just opened up the windows. I left them open for 2 hours. I was freezing inside, but the crisp air that came in, it was just so refreshing. And all of that negative energy or stale energy that's kind of lingering around, it's all gonna go out and you're gonna get this new fresh vibe throughout your house. And the other thing you can do, you can of course use like smudge sticks, like burning a sage smudge stick and kind of cleansing your house that way. You can burn incense. You can also burn candles, which is something that I like to do. Just make sure it's not like a vanilla cupcake candle or, cotton candy scented candle. Make sure it's something like, if it does have scent, that it's a natural scent, something that's really rooted to the earth. So maybe something that's scented with essential oils, or it's a soy candle or something like that. You can also use just basic like non-scented candles, especially the ones that come in kind of the tall glasses, that are just plain white or pink or green. And you can look up the different colors, but white just kind of cleanses and purifies. Pink, I'm sure like you would be attracting love, and green, abundance, things like that. Like just kind of look up what the different meanings are, but you can definitely just have a basic candle, a basic white candle, and burn that, and that's also going to help change kind of the atmosphere and the energy in your space. And then this new thing that I've been doing, and I've actually been really enjoying it, and it's something that I think I'm going to keep doing because it's really easy to do. But I have these little glass bowls. I normally use them for like sauces and dips and things like that, but it's a small bowl, and in here I've just put some Himalayan pink salt. And I've crushed up a little bit of rosemary, as well as put in a few drops of lavender essential oil and mixed it all together. And I've made 2 of these, and I have one sitting near my front door in my entryway. So that way, if I go out and I come back in and there's any kind of negative energy attached to me or anything like that, this one will kind of catch it at the door. And then the second one I have in my main living space, so where my living room is and my office, and that's where I spend a lot of my time because I'm, attending school virtually, and then otherwise I'm just like hanging out in my house. So I have one kind of sitting in between those 2 spaces, so that way, even if I'm manifesting some negative energy or just feeling a certain way, like it's going to capture that, and it's also going to capture any stale energy that's lingering, that's kind of preventing you from, staying really motivated and concentrated on your goals. And I think it's just great. And basically you just keep it out for a couple of days and then you throw it away, because it's going to absorb that negative energy, and then you just toss it out, right? You don't want to keep it in your space. And then you can make a new one, or you can wait a couple of days and make a new one. But they're really simple. You just pour the salt in there. You can add any essential oils you want, any herbs you want, and just mix it together. And I know that seems strange, but it really does change the atmosphere in your home. Other things you can do in your home: if you have a Himalayan salt lamp, you can turn that on. I have one in my bedroom that I usually turn on every evening. If you have crystals, you can put those around your house. There are a lot of crystals that can help really kind of set the tone in your space. And then there are also like in different sizes. Like here's kind of just a little small one. You can even carry something around like this in your purse with you. And just, you know, you can cleanse them kind of and refresh them by running them under water, setting them out in sunlight or in moonlight. So that's just kind of what I've done over the past week. It's really refreshed my space. I feel really kind of excited about the future and kind of manifesting the things that I want and working really hard to reach my goals.